Another interesting and sometimes very useful feature of the program is called the data window. The data window is merely, as it says, as the word says, it shows you data from or of a share on a day-to-day basis. Now there are three ways that you can actually bring up a data window. You can either go and select View, Data Window, or you can right click and bring up the Quick Access menu and select Data Window, or you can select the icon at the top of the menu bar, and it's probably the quickest way to do it, and select Data Window. And then finally you can also bring up the data window very quickly by pressing the big plus key on your keyboard. You see, I've just pressed the plus key, and there is the data window in front of you. Now, as I move the mouse, you have crosshairs in front of you, and on this screen here it shows you how the price is moving. And you can see almost here from day to day, by using now the right arrow key, how the price moved by 1 day at a time, or if you want to see a different time period, you just move the mouse where you want it to be. In the data window we have the date as well as the day. That is the day where the actual crosshairs is, the closing price on that date, the high, the low, if there was any volume on that date, and the open for the date. What is interesting, it also shows you the price change since yesterday, the price change since 3 months ago, since 12 months ago, and the highest price in the last 12 or previous 12 months. So you can see that on the JC overall, which at the moment there it stands at 28,000, the highest price was 33,300. This section on the bottom is very interesting. At the moment it says all NA, NA, NA. If you now move your mouse anywhere on the screen, and let's say that you wanted to measure from this point that the price increase or decrease from the point where the vertical line is now to the end of the graph, all you need to do is click once with your left mouse button, which places a blue line on the graph, and then as you move your mouse to any position on the graph, in the bottom of the graph you will see a static date which shows you, in this particular case, 27/10/2008. But as you move your mouse to the right or to the left, it shows you an end date, and it also tells you what day it was. But what becomes interesting is it shows you the percentage change since the start date. In other words, the line where the blue line, the blue vertical line is. So if you quickly want to find out on a share how much a share has increased or indeed decreased in price, you can just place your mouse anywhere, and if you now look, for instance, down here, you will see that from the point where the mouse or where the vertical line is to this point where the mouse is currently, the JC overall has actually dropped by 1.15%. Whereas if you compare it to here, it actually increased by 10.89% in 107 days. What you can also do, you can reposition this line, and now let's say you wanted to measure it from this point to that point. All you need to do is bring your mouse pointer where you want the line to be, click once, and now you can see that the JC overall from the vertical line or the date on the vertical line, but it happens to be the 29th of August 2008 to the closing of yesterday, which was on the 31st of March 2009, the JSE had a percentage change of 26.49% in 147 days. So this little feature is quite useful if you quickly want to establish how much a share has gained or lost over a certain period. Where it also will help you is if you want to from day to day see exact prices on each day, you can use this facility as well, or the data window, and check on the top here what each price was for each day. It's much quicker than using this section down here, because here you actually got all the data at your fingertips.